Hey, y'all, it's Tim Miller from the Bulwark. We have our first firing of many from the Trump administration. Breaking news from the Wall Street Journal. DOGE staffer resigns over racist posts. Employees links to a deleted social media account that advocated for racism and eugenics. I want to go over some of these posts to give you a sense for the fine Confederates we have working, or at least that were working in the administration, bossing around career civil servants who have expertise and been dedicating their life to public service. But before I read you the hit list here of this young DOGE staffer, I want to reiterate something I said on the podcast the other day, which is that Elon Musk's band of 22-year-old incels apparently includes some pretty impressive people. And you see in the conservative media space a lot of James Madison was just 19 when he wrote the Constitution, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't know if James Madison was 19. I have to Google it, but he was really young. And there's a hint of truth to this that is fine to acknowledge, right? This young guy, Luke Ferriter, I watched this video of him and the work that he did with AI to help uncover Greek writing on ancient scrolls. Amazing. He seems brilliant and smart and a wonderkind and is maybe well-intentioned. I can't get inside his heart or head. But the problem with having an unelected billionaire bureaucrat who has been red-pilled, just plucking random tweens and putting them in charge of the government is not necessarily a problem with every tween, right? It is a problem with a broken system, a corrupt system, a illegal system that is being run right now in our government at the behest of one of the largest government contractors, one of the largest recipients of government money. And so, for every Luke Ferriter you have who might be a good young man in a bad spot, who's being, who's has this awesome opportunity, but is not really considering the way that it's corrupting him. For every one of those, there are at least one, but probably three DOGE staffers who are also red-pilled Twitter addicts and groypers who are there for the corrupting influence. They have self-selected because Elon posts racist conspiracy shit all the time. And so the types of people that are volunteering to go work for Elon are going to, on balance, include some folks that are attracted to the racist conspiracy mongering. That is where we enter Marco Ellis. I want to once again say this is all reporting from the Wall Street Journal. I guess the fact that he's been fired is confirmation that it is true. So this young man, Marco Ellis, was embedded in the Treasury Department to carry out efficiency measures. So he's one of those people that was looking at the outgoing payments and putting stop payments on things like, the Lutheran services, which was, helping immigrants and offering faith-based charity services in this country. This person was, one of the people that was embedded in charge with reviewing those sorts of things. Let's take a look at some of his posts. You could not pay me to marry outside my ethnicity. Normalize Indian hate. That was around the whole Vivek H-1B controversy. There's another bit on that. 99% of Indian H-1Bs will be replaced by slightly smarter LLMs. They're going back. Don't worry, guys. LLMs is the large language model, the AI. In case there was any question about his views, he goes, just for the record, I was racist before it was cool. I think there's an interesting subtext there that he acknowledges kind of this view that's being accepted in the culture now, that it's trendy to be racist again, to saying the R slur is now not only acceptable, but the cool thing to do. He also said, I would not mind at all if Gaza and Israel were both wiped off the face of the earth. Not a lot of subtlety there when it comes to the questions of his views on Jews and Muslims. So, this is the type of person that Elon is attracting. He's not the only one. We talked about Darren Beatty on the podcast earlier this week. He's not in DOGE, but he's going to be the deputy undersecretary of state for Marco Rubio. He's supposed to be the normal one. That was the one the Democrats voted to confirm in this cabinet. Well, one of his deputies now is going to be this Darren Beatty, who sent a series of tweets about how black people should take a knee and find their natural place, as if that was subtle. And so more of this is going to keep coming up. It's going to be something that we're going to keep monitoring here. In this case, one avowed racist, we can just say it, that he's a racist because he said he was a racist. One avowed racist has now been booted from the Trump administration. My suspicion is that there are many, many more, maybe within DOGE and certainly elsewhere. And we'll see if any of them are going to be better at putting a more acceptable face on their authentic, nasty views. So, happy trails to Marco Alez. I suspect there's going to be more where this comes from. We're going to keep monitoring it, as always, right here on the Bulwark YouTube page. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends. Tons of content coming the rest of the day and throughout the weekend. I've got some good interviews coming up, so make sure you're subscribed. Stick around. We'll see you guys soon.